The story about the time I almost died.
These are times YouTubers almost died on camera.
You are in your mind next to death.
Next to death.
And starting with FaZe Rug, he almost died while exploring something straight out of a horror movie.
There's a lot of water. There's a water. Oh! Anthony, what's going on? Wait, there's a... Wait. Oh my God. Anthony, I'm about to fall. Anthony, I'm about to fall. Careful. Anthony. Hey!
Wow, now that's scary, but not as scary as when Logan Paul almost died when he was 10,000 feet in the air when something crazy happened.
Your main parachute takes 3 to 6 seconds to open. I go to pull the ripcord. Pretty much right as I pull it, it gets stuck in this like little square shape. So I'm like, okay,
Because you're still going up.
Right, so I'm like, I'm gonna give this a second. Like, it could still open up. It's happened before where it takes like a second longer to open up. But I'm also spinning, right? The cord is wrapping around. I'm getting a line twist, they call it. And about 4 seconds in, I realize the parachute's still not f***ing opening. I grab Red, I pull, just like they taught it. And my main parachute detaches. And I'm like, oh, well, I hope my reserve works. Literally, crossing my fingers that my reserve parachute works.
Wow, if it delayed any longer, Logan really could have died, so I'm just happy he got out alive. What happened next to Ishao Speed almost became deadly. Ishao Speed is known for his wild energy, chaotic streams, and viral moment that dominate the internet. But in July 2023, things took a dark turn. While visiting Japan, Speed suddenly began suffering from excruciating headaches, extreme pain in his eye, and intense swelling on the side of his face. At first, fans thought it was just another crazy Speed moment, but it wasn't until they saw the video.
Just pray for me, please. I never experienced anything like this. My mom and dad about to fly all the way to Tokyo, from America to Ohio.
If you think that was crazy, Mr. Beast almost ended his YouTube career long ago with a dangerous video. He decided to test how a fidget spinner would handle hitting things like this.
So we gotta go in super fast. Oh, okay, that actually kind of hurt. Ah.
These ideas are already foolish, but Jimmy came up with something even more reckless. He decided to smash 2 bottles together, which was extremely dangerous.
Whoa. Oh, shoot. I'm bleeding. All right, no
Whoa,
boys.
Jimmy began to bleed and quickly realized his actions continuing the stunt could have cost his uploading. It set a bad example for his viewers who might have been tempted to try it at home. And if you think that was the only time Mr. Beast nearly died, it was the time he was driving on the highway and his driver passed out behind the wheels.
What?
Let me hook you with this, okay? It's a story about the time I almost died. Oh, now you
I'm
understand.
hooked.
There we go, you're hooked as well.
I'm in.
Okay, so I gotta give it a little bit of context. So basically, we filmed the video like 8 hours away. It was a normal video. We finished at midnight. All the boys slept well. We don't drink. We don't do drugs. We're just normal.
Yeah,
normal guys.
Good Carolina boys.
So, good night's sleep. We start our drive home. It's a 8-hour drive with me and like 2 of my other friends. And so I mean, I'll get rid of the fluff, but like we're just listening to Joe Rogan's podcast with David Blaine. We're at the part where like Joe stabs him in the bicep. It's really, we're loving it.
Yep.
And I'm just listening, sitting there, and then my friend driving, which I don't even really want to name his name because I want to embarrass him.
Don't do it.
Yeah, he just says, "Can we pull over to a gas station? I don't feel too good." And I'm like looking at the road, and I turn and look to my left, and his head's just bobbling, and he's just like,
Wait, is he driving?
yeah, down the highway, and he's just like dead.
What are you talking about?
Like his arm just went limp like that. He just said
Fell
that.
asleep. The guy driving the car?
Yeah.
He gave you one warning, then fell asleep.
Well, it wasn't even like a warning.
Not even a warning. Just
He
like, hey.
I don't feel so good. And then I look over, and he's just like this. And so it's him driving. I'm just gonna call him Andrew because I don't want to put him on blast. And then my friend Tyler's sitting behind him. So I instantly am like, this fucker fell asleep. So I grab the wheel. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm just kind of like keeping the car going straight. And I just yell, "Wake the fuck up!" And I'm like yelling.
Yeah.
and he's not waking up. And a few seconds go by, and then Tyler in the back seat literally punches him in the head. And his head just goes to the side. Doesn't
Knocked him out. He was gonna wake up and then he knocked him out cold. What do you do when you're trying to wake up your friend? Knock him out. Knock him out.
So we're just
hope he
like
wakes up.
screaming, "Wake up!" as we're going down the highway, and like his foot though is still on the gas, so we're like slowly going a little faster now. We're going like 80 or 85,
yeah.
and I'm
Now
just
it's getting
like,
interesting. What?
exactly. And I have my hand on the steering wheel. I'm in the passenger seat, and this is a big car with like a console in the middle, so I'm like barely grabbing it. And I'm just like, Tyler, I don't think this fucker's gonna wake up. And so,
Well, how long has this been going on at this point?
like probably like 6 or 7 seconds. I mean, we're moving quick.
Okay.
He's like literally dead. It's just like
Okay.
And so I was like, I gotta, in my head, I'm like, I gotta take his foot off the gas. But the
Yeah.
problem is because there's a console and everything.
Of course.
To take it.
You have to move a 200-pound human who's,
Well,
by the
no,
way,
but-
knocked unconscious.
No, but not even that. It's like I can't touch his foot on the pedal without leaning below the wheel, and so I can't see the road. So I'm steering the car, but to take his foot off the gas, I have to put my head below the steering wheel so I can reach it. So I'm like driving, and I was just like, we can't go 100 miles an hour. There's cars everywhere. There's a fucking dude riding our ass, and I'm like, my fucking driver's dead. Can you just chill for 5 seconds?
Can you imagine being the car next to him, looking over and seeing Mr. Beast like bobbing down under the steering wheel,
Yeah,
and the
so-
guy in the back's punching the dude in the head? Like, what did I just see? Like, what?
I know. And so I just was like, I gotta slow this car down. So I was just like, fuck it. And I just put my head below the wheel. I grabbed his foot and just threw it off the gas. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, we're still going straight. And then, I lean over, tap the brakes, look up. And I'm just doing that. until
You're
I get-
tapping the brakes with your hand?
Yeah, with my other hand.
Yeah.
You're-
yeah. Smart.
how else?
It's the best play.
I still
This
have-
is crazy.
I still have my seatbelt on. I can't reach over and unplug it. There's a console. It's like fucking choking me.
And homie's
sometimes.
not waking up?
No, he's just dead. Like literally, he's just.
Wait,
like,
is he like actually dead?
That's
Because
what I was gonna
You
ask.
said he's literally dead so many
Yeah,
times.
let me keep going. It's the wildest thing. I've never thought this would ever happen in a million years. And so I just was like, fuck it, I gotta get us off the road. You know how like on the side of the highway there's those strips you hear when you're like
Yeah,
driving?
yeah.
So I just like I leaned over, I had my foot on the brake and slowly like pulled off, and I could hear the strip on the right tire.
You were driving the car based on
the strip,
on
the sound.
hearing the
yeah,
sou-
because I couldn't really see. And then I heard it on the left wheels, and I was like, okay, we're off
The only
fucking
reasonable
highway.
solution was
I
to
looked
steer the
up to
car
make
off
sure
the
I never
highway.
Slammed on the brakes, and we're off. We didn't hit a car. We're just on the side of the highway, and so I think everything's over. I literally the second I let off.
But then
the brakes,
something
I
unexpected
just,
happened.
Put the car in park, which is like on my stomach in the console. He comes back to life. His heart starts beating again, which I'll explain what happened. And he just stomps on the gas. And I'm like sitting up, not with my hand on the brake anymore, because he came back to life. And because what he was doing was driving, he instantly started driving again. That was because it was just like.
So he floored it.
Yeah, and so I, like literally, we're on the side of the highway. I instantly bent back over to touch the brake, but I was like, fuck, we could go right on the road and just get hit 70 miles an hour. So I just yoinked the wheel to the right, so we just slammed into a concrete wall, and that just stopped the car. And
Yeah,
then-
that'll do it.
Yeah, and then my head's like fucking bleeding, and I have marks everywhere. And Tyler just
my God.
runs around and just rips him out of the car.
Yeah.
And then I lean up, put the car in park, and so to explain.
And that
what
was one of
happened to him,
Jimmy
this is
Close's brushes.